Abraham Lincoln's journey from a humble log cabin in Kentucky to becoming America's 16th president is marked by tragedy and an unwavering quest for unity. His early life was filled with challenges that shaped his character and values. Lincoln's childhood was characterized by poverty and hard labor. Influenced by his father's work ethic and mother's spiritual guidance, forming his early beliefs. These experiences significantly impacted his future leadership. Despite limited formal education, Lincoln's thirst for knowledge led him to devour books, shaping his thoughts and aspirations. This intellectual curiosity laid the groundwork for his future as a thinker and leader. In New Salem, Lincoln's honesty earned him the nickname Honest Abe and helped him build trust and relationships within the community. This foundation of trust was crucial for his later political career. Abraham Lincoln's early life in Springfield, Illinois shaped both his career as a lawyer and his personal life, particularly through his relationship with Mary Todd. Their marriage was marked by love, challenges, and profound personal losses that influenced his character and leadership. Lincoln earned a reputation as a skilled attorney, taking on various cases and advocating for fairness in the legal system. His practice in Springfield established his foundation for future political ambitions. His relationship with Mary Todd was complex, filled with emotional turbulence, yet it provided Lincoln with a deep personal connection. Their marriage faced numerous challenges, including the loss of children. The moral dilemmas of slavery deeply affected Lincoln, leading him to rise against it despite initial hesitations. His shift from a passive stance to active opposition became crucial in shaping his political identity. Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address redefined American identity by emphasizing unity through shared ideals, rather than mere geographic borders. It became a symbol of hope and healing for a grieving nation. Lincoln's short yet profound speech contrasted with long orations, showcasing the power of clarity and purpose in communication. His 272 words resonated deeply with the audience. Lincoln's second inaugural address focused on reconciliation and healing rather than triumph, emphasizing compassion for both sides after the Civil War. This approach aimed to unite a divided nation. Lincoln's legacy extends beyond his immediate actions, planting seeds for future struggles, including civil rights movements. His ideals continue to influence American values of unity and integrity. Vikings are often perceived as ruthless raiders, yet their history reveals them as adaptable explorers and settlers who transformed the lands they touched. Their curiosity and engineering prowess allowed them to navigate and thrive across vast territories. Viking ships were not only advanced in design but also crucial for their success in exploration and trade, enabling them to travel across oceans and navigate rivers. These ships symbolize freedom and adaptability. The Viking raids, beginning with Lindisfarne, marked a dramatic shift in European history, as they were seen as both threats and opportunities for wealth. Their actions shocked Christian Europe and changed perceptions of the Northmen. Over time, Vikings transitioned from raiders to settlers, establishing communities in places like Dublin and Normandy, and blending their culture with local traditions. This transformation highlighted their role as builders rather than just destroyers. Understanding the Vikings requires insight into their beliefs and myths. Their worldview, centered around gods like Odin and Thor, shaped their actions in life and death. The Norns, three sisters representing fate, played a crucial role in Norse mythology. They were believed to weave the destinies of every person in the world. Vikings believed in Valhalla, a glorious afterlife for those who died bravely. This belief influenced their courageous approach to battle and life itself. Viking explorations were driven by the desire for land and resources. They were not only raiders but also settlers and traders exploring beyond familiar horizons. The transition from pagan beliefs to Christianity reshaped Viking society, leading to the establishment of monarchies and a decline in Viking raids. This transformation brought order, alliances, and cultural legacies that still influence modern Europe. Christianity's influence led to the formation of strong central monarchies in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, replacing local chiefs with royal law and structure. The Viking Age ended with significant events, including the death of King Harald Hardrada in 1066 and the rise of William the Conqueror, showcasing the shift from raiding to ruling. Viking cultural legacies persist in modern languages, place names, and mythologies, impacting societies across Europe, including Norse-derived words and the survival of Old Norse in Iceland. Cortez's encounter with Montezuma marked a pivotal moment in history, blending diplomacy and domination as misunderstandings deepened between two vastly different cultures. The meeting foreshadowed the eventual downfall of the Aztec Empire. Cortez strategically utilized alliances with indigenous groups who resented Aztec rule, enabling him to gain support as he advanced towards Tenochtitlan. This approach highlighted the complexities of local politics. Montezuma's decision to welcome Cortez with gifts and ceremony reflected his cautious leadership style, which aimed to avoid immediate conflict. However, this gesture was misinterpreted by the Spanish as a sign of weakness. The violent turn during the Toxcat festival, initiated by Pedro de Alvarado, shattered the fragile peace, leading to bloodshed and escalating tensions between the Spaniards and Aztecs. This act marked the beginning of open conflict. The siege of Tenochtitlan marked a critical turning point in the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire, leading to devastating consequences for both sides. The once great city fell into chaos and despair as disease and hunger ravaged its population. The massacre that preceded the siege ignited a fierce rage among the Aztecs, fundamentally altering their perception of the Spanish invaders. This fury replaced the initial cautiousness, turning the city into a hostile environment for Cortez. Despite suffering heavy losses, Cortez regrouped and formed alliances with other native tribes, strengthening his position against the Aztecs. This strategic move ultimately led to the successful siege of Tenochtitlan. The arrival of smallpox played a pivotal role in weakening the Aztec Empire, causing widespread death and despair. The disease devastated families and left the population leaderless, further complicating their resistance against the Spanish. The fall of the Aztec Empire marked a significant transformation, showcasing the resilience of indigenous culture despite the brutal conquest by the Spaniards. Though the empire was destroyed, its spirit continues to thrive in modern Mexico. The Aztec language, Nahuatl, is still spoken by over 1 million people in Mexico today, showcasing the enduring legacy of the Aztec civilization. This continuity reflects the cultural resilience of the indigenous peoples. Artistic expressions, such as intricate patterns and motifs, reveal how Aztec aesthetics persist in contemporary Mexican culture. These elements connect the past with the present, inspiring modern artists and craftspeople. Traditional foods like maize, chili, and cacao remain staples in Mexican cuisine, reflecting the agricultural heritage of the Aztecs. This culinary influence highlights the lasting impact of their civilization on modern diets. On Christmas Eve, 1914, soldiers from opposing sides shared a moment of humanity amidst the horrors of war, briefly setting aside their differences. This poignant truce highlighted the capacity for compassion even in the bleakest circumstances. The soldiers exchanged gifts and played football, showcasing the power of camaraderie in times of conflict. This spontaneous gathering created a momentary escape from the harsh realities of war. The generals reacted furiously to the truce, demonstrating how leadership often prioritizes orders over the humanity of soldiers. This conflict between orders and compassion reflects the tragic nature of war. Gas attacks marked a turning point in warfare, introducing a new, impersonal method of killing. The psychological impact of these attacks lingered, altering soldiers' perceptions of their environment. In the trenches, human connections formed the backbone of soldiers' endurance during war. These bonds, built on shared experiences, provided a crucial lifeline in moments of despair. Soldiers shared not only resources but also humor and camaraderie, creating a sense of community despite the harsh conditions of war. This bond was vital for maintaining morale. The psychological impact of war was profound, with many soldiers facing invisible wounds such as PTSD. These unseen injuries often lasted longer than physical ones, affecting their return to civilian life. The aftermath of war left soldiers grappling with loss and guilt as they adjusted to life after the trenches. Their experiences changed how they interacted with the world around them. People affected by war struggle to adapt to a world that feels foreign to them, haunted by memories and physical scars. Yet, from this darkness, resilience and new life emerge in unexpected ways. The impact of war reshapes personal identities, as individuals carry both visible and invisible scars that affect their daily lives and interactions. Moments of connection, like sharing a cup of tea or receiving a timely letter, become powerful reminders of humanity amidst the chaos of war. Despite the pain, resilience manifests through memorials and the rebirth of nature, symbolizing hope and the continuity of life after tragedy.